What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nagamura, and today I'm going to be talking about something that I wouldn't traditionally mention in a video like this, mostly due to the fact of I wasn't originally planning on doing this video, especially doing it twice. So I have to address competitive versus casual, specifically my opinions on it. By no means am I saying that you have to play competitively to enjoy video gaming. I will never say that. But I also am in that group of people who also thinks that there is a time and a place for every single type of gamer. And I feel a lot of people misinterpret being better at a game for happening to be the best at a game sometimes, or taking the game seriously. People are very interesting, to say the least. Like, you don't have to take the game as seriously as, like, a pro every time you want to play it. You can sit back, you can have fun. You're not required to play the game optimal all the time. Like, that's just the fine line. You can take time and play however you want and however you need to have fun. You're not forced into playing everything hyperly competitive. I'm touching on this as much as I am for a couple different reasons. Largely due to the fact of I've had a lot of issues with people being overly competitive in my life here recently, and in general just being hyperly toxic about it. So I figured it would be easier to just address, you are not forced to play games at the highest level. No game developer expects every player to be MKLeo in Smash, or Clicks or Booga in fucking Fortnite. Like, you're not expected to be able to come into these places and just, you know, be a god. You're not expected to be the best player. They're expecting you to most likely fail and keep trying and keep improving if you care about the game. This is very prominent in Yu-Gi-Oh!, especially with the fact that there is a lot more going on with Yu-Gi-Oh! Than I really get a chance to talk about anymore. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of those game series that people tend to associate with everyone is a tryhard. And to a degree it's true. I'm not gonna deny that more people play Yu-Gi-Oh! At a more competitive level, or a more more competitive mindset modernly. But that's not the point. The point is, you shouldn't be. People wasting their time caring about, you know, taking everything in a game that they're doing seriously. Whereas, yes, if you're passionate about it, you're going to get upset when something happens, or, you know, people you're playing with end up screwing you over because they're not taking the game. They're not taking what you're doing as serious. But you also got to be able to tone it back, which I have had a bad habit of not being able to do. Just toning it back and realizing that it is a game. Like, you don't have to try hard. You don't have to be the best player. No one in your friend group is gonna ask you to be that. And if you can never play casually, if you only ever have a competitive mindset, it can actually make it very hard for you, even your friends to want to keep playing with you. Because it can be very hard for you to disassociate casual gameplay and being able to screw around with friends from, you know, competitive gameplay. Like, and granted, that's not really that big a deal. Players do that all the time. I feel like it's more prominent in games that have a competitive scene for people to be more competitive even in casual formats. But sometimes you guys just gotta realize that it is a game, and when you're playing with your friends, you shouldn't be playing to be the best. You should be playing to have fun. I ran into this a lot where people that I play with or have talked to are like, oh, well, I'm the best at blank, or, oh, you know, I could beat you at blank. And yeah, you know, I do that too, especially given the fact I am a Yu-Gi-Oh player and a former national level player. So I do have a slight, you know, ego and slight pride for it. But when I catch myself doing that stuff, I also am the very first person to hit myself with that, wake up, you're not a pro anymore, like, calm down. And I just don't acknowledge the challenges anymore. I actively walk away from a challenge, not because I'm scared of losing, because let's be honest, if I was scared of losing, I want to be playing a game that has a clear random factor that it can possibly have play into every match you have. And I definitely would not be playing a card game which, you know, as much as people want to be like, oh, there's not really any luck involved, it's more consistent, it's more about, you know, getting your consistencies on point. Yeah, but you have, it's more odds than anything. It's not as much consistency as thinning your odds of getting what you actually want. So, be that as it may, I tend to talk about this stuff very wholeheartedly, and it is because I care about it. Again, I am a multinational level player. I'm multi-level competitive in the game. For God's sakes, I think it was Master Rank, or maybe it was Diamond. I can't remember how Master Duel's ranking system is, but I did that with Crystal Beast, and arguably bad deck at the time. It's no longer a bad deck, but it was a bad deck at one point. So, all I'm saying is, take into consideration who you're playing with. Stop always thinking that you have to win because winning is the only way that you can validate yourself. Because at the end of the day, no one's gonna care. Because you're not winning everything. You're not gonna win every game. And you're definitely not going to be the type of person that can just go into a game and be the best. And if you talk like you are, and you talk like you're the best person to touch any game, there's always gonna be someone better than you. So, when you're playing with friends, calm your fucking tits, okay? That's all I really had to say about the issue. I do want to lightly address the fact that even being a good player, everyone makes mistakes, and every once in a while you do let your ego kind of get the better of you, especially when you're passionate about something. But don't let that passion be the thing that separates you from your friends. Don't let that be the reason why your friends don't want to spend time with you. Because if they're not willing to play the games that you're wanting to play, maybe talk to them about playing the games that they want to play. Even if you're not a fan, there's a good chance that they'll also be willing to play those games that you're playing with them. Like, even, it's one of those give and take kind of moments. You can't just expect everyone to do what you want. You have to be able to make exceptions and maybe play some things that you might not enjoy yourself. Because I'll be honest, even if you don't enjoy playing a game, I can guarantee when you're playing with your friends, it's not gonna feel that same way. It's not gonna feel like, oh, I'm playing something I hate. And I'm not saying that as like, oh yeah, this is a possibility. I'm saying this because this is stuff I do all the time. I like a lot of games that me and my friends play, but I've also played a bunch of games that I'm not really a huge fan of because my friends are. And it's more important to play stuff with my friends to me than it is for me to play stuff that I want. Because I can always play what I want later. If my friends ask me to play a game, I'm most likely going to say yes. Not because I clicked the wrong gun. Oh well. Not because I have to, but because I get to. Because I enjoy spending time with my friends. I enjoy spending time with the people in my life that, even if I might not be the biggest fan of the game, I know I'm gonna have fun playing it with them. So, I don't really see an issue here. Anyway, I've rambled long enough. I mostly just wanted y'all to get my views on it. Like, if all the rambling didn't hit anywhere and just kind of was just rambling, I will say that the only real thing that matters here is just remember you don't have to. It's not always about. Sorry, my brain's. You know what? Biggest takeaway is just, you know what? If you want to play competitive, go play the competitive modes. Stop being overly competitive and casuals and friendlies. And take your friends' opinions into consideration. I'm done. You guys have a nice night. This is Yuya Nagamura, signing off. Peace.